So, for those who are serious about formalization activities on our planet and conducting walled activities, if you are already seeing the pattern or are knowledgeable of, firstly, you start in the back, positive feelings and motivations create the, in addition to wanting to balance your own guilt for activities, do deposits for FPs here. The idea was wait for 2 days and then allow FPs to post about their own situations and bring activity to themselves. Also, in a situation where after a post of speaking on matters involving antagonism, including the watching of these SML created commercials attacking me and yourselves as positives, uh, if you're in the back making deposits, you really have to move on from the $40 for today and tomorrow, implicating we are your coercive parents giving you your allowance, right? If you're not on this idea, the idea that you make a deposit, it will last 1 to 2 days, and then we have to worry about deposits across the planet again. If you want to make a lasting impression, sure, because the common pattern is you have people become more negative coming towards the front while you yourselves have to save point and put your data on another planet. You have to do more so these days because of the breathing we are doing and it creating plasma balls of our own centers. Breathing, and that's continuous. And what did we come down to over here this morning? Since last night, all of this walling and Mr. Walker, it making him feel invincible with his huge suit of visuals of him growling at me like, I'm so tough, I can wall my reality. Uh, Making the payments carry over the whole week for what is considered the minimum, and then we deal with our own situations after shopping, right? Leading to the idea that that's not enough. That's the money for your consumables for the whole week. You're using it all in advance as a deposit in all in one lump sum in order to do shopping, not have it all. That's the minimum for Social Security in my situation weekly. It's actual CLA next. Oh, please don't pile it on like that. You'll make me so frustrated with all these impossible activities. Huh, Mr. Williams? So the PS5 situation, waking up this morning, everyone saying I can't do it, but the anxiety, nervousness that comes in with Carmen and people at the ready tells me wait until tomorrow, but looking like you're so thin with all of these chaining forward, connecting forward punches and explosions and breathing, your walling didn't do much really except thin you out even more, I guess. So I don't know that one, but up until this morning, since last night, while high, uh, all this disgusting, gross data. Ugh. Like using soap in order to acquire mass because they're so thin. Without it, they'll just poof. Is the data you came down to as placeholders last night while I was high. And I'm hearing across the planet residents are not feeling your negativity and frequency inside their bodies while high now. Just the same. So so feeling good, isn't it? A normal high with all these like voices of faint small people in the background, these little people placeholders trying to keep a situation going over here, right? There was this trade-off concept, I can't game, you guys can, but you're not getting your deposits and I am. Did you hear that one? Bumsing! Thinking whenever you want to on the offense, really. If you go back to the idea of doing something brings them back to you, I don't think we're like going through the situations of getting PS5 shut off or electronic devices really across the planet, but I am still getting threatened and putting it off until tomorrow to put it back out on the table there to try again for starters. Because once I get the indication that there's the intent, I mean, like I've seen in all kinds of situations up until now, even though it looks regress for them in terms of their ability to, and they still do, which is why I got fed up and did this. So still doing that and smoking more weed now and still sore though, but more productivity, and that must be the same across the planet, which is good for us. No matter what you do, if you are working, right, numbers must be going up, and then hiring, and then the SMLs are finally coming down to G. We shouldn't be doing any of these things, and yes, you should not be here living and working, taking those jobs and situations away from ourselves by being invaders and doing what while working? What are you producing there? Nothing we need at all. Go home. So I've received, like I stated, didn't I? After getting a deposit yesterday, they put in enough money for me to not get the next thing I wanted to buy, which is a top for my skirt. $40 minus $9 because it's $30 and then not enough with the tax. And then because it is what, Saturday through Monday, the deposits have the possibility of being variable, so we can deposit it at our own your situational leisure. Just like they're going on a church trip to another Indian casino right now. Uh, Appearing downstairs watching mass on TV because I was naked at 5:30, and they haven't left yet. And it is what time now? 7:30. So you are fizzling out. And the statements of we are extremely low on resources in terms of people to use to throw at him, right when you got down to garbage that smelled like it, and their disgusting pseudo visuals and ideas and activities, it's like, why are you using that? You have like this mishmash of residents that aren't from the same planet or whatnot, and these are your placeholders, just like the ones in this house. And you're losing your ability to affect electronics. And Ms. Lagarde stated earlier, you lose that ability eventually. Looking like you're at the precipice.